If p% of p is 361, then p is equal to, then p% p by 100 into p equals to 361. P square equals to 361 into 100. P equals to root 361 into root 100 equals to 190. That's it. 30% of x is 72. Then find the value of x. 30%, it's 30 by 100 into x equals to 72. 0 0 cancel, 3 ones 3, 24. X equals to 240. That's it. If 50% of p is equals to 25% of q, then p equals to x% of q. Find x. This is very simple. 50% 1 by 2 of into p equals to 25%, 25 by 100, which is 1 by 4 of into q. 2 ones, 2 twos. So p equals to 1 by 2 into q. 1 by 2 means 50%. Or 50% of p equals to 25% of q. 25 ones, 25 twos. So p equals to 1 by 2 of q. 1 by 2 is nothing but 50%. So x equals to 50%. 90% of A equals to 30% of B. So it's 90% of A equals to 30% of B. So 31 times 30, 3 times. B equals to 3 times A, which is 2 into 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into A. This is same as x equals to 3 by 2. X% means into 100. 2 ones, 2 50s. 50 into 3, 150%. So answer is 150%. If 3/5 of 60% of a number is 36, so you should write 3/5 of 60% of 60 by 100 into x is 36. 0 0 cancel. 6 1 time, 6 6 times. 3 1 time, 3 2 times. X equals to 2 into 5 into 10. Answer is 100. When 75 is added to 75% of a number, that means 75% plus 75 equals to, the answer is the number, that means 100% value. So 75 equals to 25% value. Yes or no? At present you need to find 40% of the same number. 25% is 75 and 40% don't know. Cross multiply these two. 40 into 75 divided by 25. 25 ones, 25 threes, 3 into 40, 120 is your answer. Right. 15% of x is same as, that means 15% of x is same as 20% of y. 5 4 times, 5 3 times. So x 3 into x equals to 4 into y. X by y cross multiply, 4 by 3. So it's 4:3. x is to y is 4 is to 3. That's it. The ratio 5 is to 4 expressed as a percentage equals to 5 is to 4 is nothing but 5 by 4. Yes or no? So 4 into 100. 4 ones, 425's. Answer is 125%. That's it. If A exceeds B by 40%, that means A, B, C are there. If B is 100%, A is 140%. Yes or no? Yes. If B is 100%, then A is 140%. And now B is less than C by 20%. So that means if C is 100%, then B is 80%. Then what is the ratio between A is to B? Cross multiply these two and divide. You will get here the value. Yes or no? 100 into 100 divided by 80. 24 times 25 times. So here it's 125%. Yes or no? So A is to B, C equals to 140 is to 125. 5 28 is to 5 25. That's it. The number is added to 10% of 20. That means x plus 10% of 20, 320, equals to 30% of 230. 30% of 230 means 3 by 10 into 230. 10% of 320 means 32 plus x. 3 into 23 is 69 minus 32, which is 37. X value is 37. That's it. In a village, 30% of the population is illiterate. And if the total population is 6,600, then find the number of illiterate. See, there are 30% literate. Then 70% definitely illiterate. So you should directly find the total population 6,600. 6,600 into 70 by 100. 70% of it. 2 zeros cancel. 6 sevens, how much? 4, 2. 6 sevens, 42 plus 4, 46. So answer is 4620. That, in other words, the other shortcut here is, according to the question, it's 30% of the population is literate, and if the total population of the village is 6,600, then find the number of literate. See, if the total population, in the total population, literate are 30%, then definitely 70% will be illiterate. And the total population is 6600, then it's 70% you need to find in terms of 6,600. 7 6 times how much? 4, 2. The last 2. Find which one is the 10th digit. 2 here only. So answer is B, 4620. So this is smart way. A person who spends 66.2 by 3% of his income is able to save 1200. That means 2/3 of his income spends, then automatically 1/3 is left over. 1/3 value is 1200, then automatically the total complete salary is 1200 into 3, which is 3600. Answer is very simple. If the total monthly income of 16 persons is 80,800 and income of one of them is 120% of the average income, then his income is. So here 16 persons income is 80,800 rupees monthly income, and the average, whatever the average is, 16 one time, 16 5 time, 0 time, 5 time, 0 time, 5050. This is average. In this average 5050, it's a 120%. 120 by 100 is the total income. Yes or no? That person income is 120% of average income. So at present it's average 5050 and 120% of it. Two zeros cancel, 0 here, 0 here. So it's 505 into 12. So answer is 12 5s, it's 60. 12 5s, 60. So answer is 6060. Or else from this step I can even tell 5050 is average and 20% is nothing but 1/5. Add 1/5 of it. What is 1/5 of it? It's 1010. So answer is 6060. మీకు ఒక ప్రశ్న ఇచ్చారనుకోండి, ఇది ఎస్ఐలో ఆర్ఆర్బిలో మీకు ఒక ప్రశ్న ఇచ్చారనుకోండి,